Coming up on 7 News today, we will give you an update on the Haiti earthquake.
Plus, Miss Northwestern took place this last weekend. We'll show you the results.
Also, Becky is in with the latest Ranger sports.
Keep it here. 7 News starts now.
Broadcasting from the campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, bringing you the area's latest news and sports. This is 7 News.
Hello and thank you for choosing 7 News today. I'm Austin Sterling.
And I'm Ashton Gamey.
In these difficult economic times, it is harder now than ever before to know the future of our financial crisis for Northwestern.
7 News reporters Callie Chrisop and Becky Burke have the details.
The budget crisis continues here at Northwestern, and it will not be letting up anytime soon. 7 News visited with the Vice President of Administration, David Paikey.
Up to this point, we've been able to absorb those costs based on some savings that we had accumulated up to this point, and we had made some cost reductions in this year's budget. There's also been a couple of positions that we have not refilled when they became vacant. So for the short term, we've been able to absorb those costs. However, if these monthly reductions continue, at some point, unfortunately, we will have to look at some cuts to the university campus, which in the long run will affect probably students, faculty, and staff.
The fiscal year lasts from July 1st to June 30th each year. We have had a 5% cut each month from August to November and are predicted to have a 10% cut from December until June. At this rate, it could lead to increases in tuition for students, larger class sizes, and no longer filling open positions on campus.
The economy in Oklahoma typically follows 18 to 24 months behind the East and the West Coast. So what the two coasts have been hit with over the past couple of years, we're now starting to see those effects in Oklahoma. And natural gas prices are down, crude oil prices are down, state tax collections are down. So all the sources of revenue that the university depends on for our state appropriations all have had reduced revenues coming in. The only other revenue source that we have would be tuition and fees. And each spring, we have a hearing on campus to look at options of raising tuition and fees. We go before the Student Government Association and make a presentation. For the current year that we're in, tuition and fees were not increased for the student body, so they're paying the same as they did a year ago. Unfortunately, if we want to keep the services that we have and there are no additional state dollars that are there, that's the only other source of revenue that a university has, is to look at an increase in tuition and fees.
For recycling information on campus, contact Janet Valencia, Conserving Our Ranger Environment sponsor. A graduate from Northwestern's Mass Communications Department, Lance Ware, and his family are living in Haiti during the earthquake. They said that they haven't been to Port-au-Prince since the earthquake happened. According to Ware, people in Haiti are afraid to go into their houses, and there are still aftershocks during the day.
Ware also told 7 News that people are running out of food. Even if they have the money to buy food, the price is skyrocketing. Many people need medicine, food, and clothes to survive. Many of these Haitians are trying to find Americans so they can evacuate with them.
Ware said that they are in need of Americans to call organizations who are helping in Haiti so that Hope in the Light can give food out. Even though they are receiving food in Port-au-Prince, there are still other areas that haven't received anything yet. If you are interested in helping out, please go to their website at www.hopeinthelight.org.
More updates on the earthquake in Haiti. 2 Texas families are in Oklahoma City awaiting the arrival of the children they hope to adopt from Haiti. The children were displaced after their orphanage was destroyed in last week's devastating earthquake in Haiti. Christy and John Barnes and Jessica and Stephen Lee came up to Oklahoma after receiving word that the children would arrive in Oklahoma City Wednesday morning. The Barnes are waiting on 3-year-old Ava, who they've been trying to adopt for a year now. The Lees are waiting for 2 sisters they've been sponsoring. Both couples met the children while doing missionary work in Haiti. New equipment has been installed by the U.S. Geological Survey to measure earthquakes in Jones, where several quakes have been reported recently. The most recent trembler was a 3.7 magnitude quake reported early Sunday near the town in eastern Oklahoma County. Its epicenter was about 6 miles below the surface. Hundreds of people from Arcadia to South Oklahoma City reported feeling quakes that measured 4.2 and 3.8 on January 15th. The Net Quake Accelerometer, which is on loan from the U.S. Geological Survey, was installed last week in a science classroom at Jones High School. More devices are being placed in Oklahoma as scientists try to figure out why the number of earthquakes is increasing in eastern Oklahoma County. The Oklahoma Geological Survey is asking anyone who felt the quake to report them on their website.
Northwestern's agricultural instructor and university farm manager Steve Sneary was named the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Agricultural Discussion Meet State Champion and was awarded with the use of a new 2010 Dodge Dakota Crew Cab pickup for 1 year.
Sneary was elected to the local Woods County Farm Bureau Board more than 11 years ago. YF&R is the young men and women involved in agriculture from the ages of 18 to 35. After Sneary and his wife Ashley were elected as vice chairman of the Oklahoma Farm Bureau State YF&R Committee in 2006, he decided that it was a great opportunity to bring a collegiate program to Northwestern.
Sneary established the collegiate YF&R to allow students the opportunity to develop leadership skills, compete in contests to win valuable prizes, be involved in the local community, and develop long-lasting contacts and friendships with people from across the state and nation. To learn more about YF&R, contact Sneary at 580-327-5956 or arsneary at NWOSU.edu. The 2010 Miss Northwestern pageant was held Sunday, January 24th in Harrod Hall. 6 ladies were competing for the title, and it was freshman Callie Crisp who wore the crown and title of Miss Northwestern 2010. The contestants competed in 5 different areas of competition, including platform interviews, on-stage interviews, talent, fitness, and evening wear. The 6 women vying for the crown were Brittany Meredith, Callie Crisp, Crystal Newman, Hannah Holmes, Courtney Eck, and Ashley Schmitz. Pageant director Amanda Schroeder was pleased with how the pageant turned out.
I believe the pageant went just as well as it could have gone. Our attendance was probably double, and it was just really neat to see it all come to fruition after about 10 months of planning.
After intermission, the judges had made the difficult decision of who would be crowned Miss Northwestern. The first award given was the Crowd Pleaser Award. Ashley Schmitz won the award by getting the most votes from the audience. Second runner-up was awarded to Hannah Holmes. First runner-up was Brittany Meredith, and it was Callie Crisp who was crowned Miss Northwestern 2010 and was immediately handed the keys to a Chevy Cobalt donated from Croft Motors to drive during her term.
When I won Miss Northwestern, I had no earthly idea that I was going to be even close to winning the pageant, and it was a wonderful experience for me. All of the girls were very deserving of the crown, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to serve Northwestern.
In addition to the car, Callie received numerous gift certificates from local businesses around the area, as well as a $1,500 tuition scholarship and a $500 cash scholarship.
I'm thrilled to be serving as Miss Northwestern 2010. And I would definitely like to thank the university as well as the community for all their help and support throughout serving as Miss Northwestern in the Miss Oklahoma pageant.
Callie will be promoting her platform, Self-Esteem for Teens and Tweens, throughout her year of service. Callie will also be competing in the Miss Oklahoma pageant in June. Dean of Northwestern's Woodward campus, Dr. Deena Fisher, was named the Woodward Citizen of the Year by the Woodward Chamber of Commerce last week. She was nominated for the award, and a committee of past recipients chose her as the winner. 4 criteria were considered for the award, including volunteer service to the community, accomplishments in city and area betterment, character as a citizen, and civic leadership.
Fisher actively serves on many committees, not only in the Woodward community, but on the state level as well. Currently, she is involved with the Oklahoma Historical Society, where she serves as the chair of the publication committee. She also is a commissioner for the Oklahoma Commission on the Status of Women, the president of Plains Indians and Pioneers Museum in Woodward, a member of the Woodward Industrial Board, vice president of the Woodward Chamber of Commerce, and advisor for the William S. Key Citizen Award Board. Fisher hopes that by being selected that she'll inspire others to want to make a difference in the communities in which they live.
Tax season is the time of year most of us dread. Many will open your wallets and cut another check for the IRS. But some people will see an increase in their tax return thanks to a number of new tax credits.
There are credits on everything ranging from energy to a new car purchase and tuition. Usually taxpayers have to do a little detective work to see what qualifies for deduction, but in this case, the legwork has already been done. Congress approved a number of tax breaks that just about all of us can benefit from. If you went to college, you could deduct thousands in books and tuition fees. There's even a tax credit for going to work.
At the time Congress approved the stimulus package, those tax breaks received little attention. But now, tax preparers and taxpayers are focusing on every single deduction. Now, of course, not everyone is going to get a tax refund this year, but the hope is that those who have to pay back money will get to pay less. Another writer on the rise here at Northwestern, we will tell you who she is and how you can take a look at a recently published book.
Also, Northwestern's room and board services have been recognized by a national magazine. We'll show you the details.
Keep it here. We will be right back.
You're watching 7 News, the #1 collegiate newscast in Oklahoma, with Ashton, Austin, and Becky. This is 7 News.
Tick, 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 tick. Massive heat waves.
Heat waves.
Tick. Severe droughts.
Tick, tick.
Tick, tick, tick.
Devastating hurricanes.
Tick, tick, tick,
Tick, tick, tick,
tick. Our future is up to you.
tick.
Go to fightglobalwarming.com while there's still time.
Anyone else?
My name is David, and in 8 years, I'll be an alcoholic. I'll start drinking in middle school, just at parties. But my parents won't start talking to me about it till high school. And by then, I'll already be in some trouble.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults.
The thing is, my parents won't even see it coming.
So start talking.
Who's next?
Before they start drinking.
The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw?
I was hanging out with some people. Now I realize I shouldn't have. The work was so hard. It was just going fast, fast, fast.
I got kicked out of school, and nobody cared about me, so I don't care.
I sort of got messed up into gangs and other stuff. School was very difficult.
I was expelled from school. I mean, the one person who really got me to go back into school was my friend Kevin.
At my friend's graduation, I'm going to be the loudest one there.
Because if you don't have anybody while you're in school, then there's not really a way to get through it.
Let's get on. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go.
Easy come, easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot, body rock, rockin' don't stop.
This is going to do it for us today.
We'll see you next week.
Welcome back. Northwestern senior DeNae Hagelberg recently had one of her Christian-based books published. The Book of Unhidden Secrets, Task 1, The Search for Forgiveness, is one of a series of 5 books that will be published by Tate Publishing in Mustang.
Last year, Tate Publishing accepted 2% of all manuscripts submitted to the company, and Hagelberg was fortunate enough to have her series selected to be published. Tate Publishing was the only company she submitted her manuscript to. However, she considers herself very lucky because she knows it is hard to have a book published.
Hagelberg's love for writing began at a young age. Because of this continued passion and the fact that one of her books has been published, she decided to return to Northwestern to obtain her English degree. Contact Hagelberg at dahagelberg83@rangers.nwosu.edu to obtain a copy of her book, or visit www.tatepublishing.com to search for her book.
Well, on today's Tweezer Man, we have some special beauty tips for you from the leaders in the beauty world that are beloved by everyone, from celebrities, models, and makeup artists. Let's take a look at what they have for us today.
Remove old polish from nails with the cotton ball and non-acetate nail polish remover. Soak feet in warm water. For a spa experience, add a few drops of essential oils or bath salts to the water. Cut nails straight across with a nail clipper or scissor. Be careful not to cut below the tip as it may cause sensitivity or ingrown nails. If you have painful ingrown nails, use the ingrown file to lift nail. File sharp corners and edges. Begin with the rough side of the file, then the smaller grit side. File in one direction to avoid splitting of nails. Nails should be square with a slightly rounded corner. Use a cuticle cream or oil to soften cuticles. Using our flexible, high-quality wood manicure pedicure stick or the stainless steel pushy and nail cleaner, gently push back cuticles and clean under nails. Remove hangnails and dead skin around the nail with a cuticle nipper. Our squeeze and snip nipper is easy to handle. Do not cut live skin. While skin is moist, draw the callus shaver across calluses in a light shaving motion to remove thin layers of dead skin. Our Safety Slide Callus Shaver has a convenient slide and lock mechanism for safety. To replace blades, follow these steps and remember to use caution. The blade is very sharp. First, lay on flat hard surface. Second, hold sides, push handle forward. Third, lift. Fourth, insert new blade. Hold sides, press down on handle and pull towards you. To smooth skin using rasp, simply press button on handle and slide shaver down into case. Use your fingernail and notch on bottom of handle to help slide shaver down, thus exposing the rasp. Once tool is locked in place, flip it and use rasp to smooth skin.
We hope these beauty tips on fixing your eyebrows will give you some help next time when you're doing it.
Authorities issued an Amber Alert for a 7-year-old girl after her mother was found dead Sunday night in Comanche County. The Comanche County Sheriff's Office is looking for Asia Johnson, who went missing Sunday night in Geronimo near Lawton. Deputies said they found the body of Asia's mother, 37-year-old Tanya Hobbs, at 9 p.m. Sunday in her parked RV. Deputies say Asia Johnson has a medical condition that requires medication. She is 4 feet tall, 65 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, and a very thin build. They believe she is with 47-year-old Lester Hobbs. Deputies said he is Asia's stepfather and he is wanting for questioning in Asia's mother's death. Hobbs is believed driving a 1992 white Toyota Paseo with Oklahoma license plate number 577BPW. The two-door car reportedly has no hubcaps and plastic covers for the rear passenger window. If you see the vehicle, you're urged to call 580-355-1115. OSBI have set up a line specifically for this case.
A national magazine that ranks colleges in numerous categories says Northwestern offers the nation's most affordable room and board for students living on campus. In a story on its website, U.S. News and World Report says Northwestern's cost of $3,700 for room and board is the lowest in the country and encourages students who are looking to cut college costs to consider choosing colleges with low room and board costs. Northwestern operates 4 air-conditioned resident halls with amenities such as free high-speed internet service and cable television. Students can dine in the newly remodeled Coronado cafeteria or in the Student Center food court. Affordable room and board help make Northwestern a great college value. 1 year of resident tuition, 30 credit hours, fees, room, and board total $7,670 per year. The magazine has told Northwestern administrators it also is considering adding Northwestern to its list of the nation's best bargain schools and has requested photographs of the university.
Coming up next, Becky is in with the latest Ranger basketball results.
Stay tuned. Sports is next.
In the classroom, I turn my head over this way, and as the game banger looking at me, mad dogging me, throwing signs up under the table. I feel real scared for my life.
During that time, I wouldn't go to school. My mom would tell me, like, what are you doing for yourself? You're not doing nothing. She encouraged me to go back to school.
My neighborhood is a dangerous place. What's pushed me to graduate is my mother walking down the aisle, hearing her scream for me.
I want to graduate from my mom. She watched the distance yell at me, you got to graduate. You got to get out of high school so you can get your diploma.
And I'm going to make it, and I'm going to be somebody in life.
Glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide plus water.
Hey, dear, what's up?
And energy. Superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, coronary artery.
I'd like to pass them back to you now.
For chem
Very
tissue
pleased with
types
your
of
work.
endoplasmic reticulum with ribosome 3 o'clock already without copy of the skeletal anatomy notes. For chem cyclones chem velocity axis skeletal anatomy refers to the lobes of the cortex.
She's got the drive,
Cranial volume,
the energy,
parietal,
the heart,
occipital,
and the talent.
motor output.
Pre-med.
But she wouldn't be here without your help. Please support the United Negro College Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
For chem 2.
My name's Lisa, and in 9 years I'll be an alcoholic.
Hi, Lisa.
I'll start drinking in 8th grade. And I'll do some things I don't really want to do. So by the time my parents talk to me about it, alcohol won't be my only problem.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults. So start talking before they start drinking.
My parents won't believe it could happen to me.
It's a new day today. Tell me what's been going on.
Thank you for choosing 7 News Today. I'm Ashton Gamey.
And I'm Austin Sterling.
Make it last, make it last. It's a new day all over. It's a new day today. It's a new day today.
And now, 7 News Sports with Becky Burke.
This past Saturday, the Lady Ranger basketball team traveled to Lubbock, Texas, where they faced off against Lubbock Christian at the Rip Griffin Center. The Lady Rangers trailed the entire game on their way to an 84-39 loss. Lubbock Christian began the game on a 17-2 run and led Northwestern at the half 43-25. As a team, Northwestern hit 29% from the field and was 2 of 16 from beyond the arc. Keandra Scott's 13 points and 5 rebounds led the Lady Rangers in both categories. Summer Johnson and Audrey Richmond each scored 5 points. Northwestern turned the ball over 30 times, leading to 34 LCU points. The Lady Rangers, now 9-11 overall and 3-9 in the Sooner Athletic Conference, will next take on St. Gregory's University on Thursday, January 28th in Shawnee, Oklahoma. In Lubbock, Texas this past Saturday afternoon, Northwestern's Ranger basketball team was edged out 84-78 by Lubbock Christian University. The game went through a pair of lead changes in the first half before LCU took a 33-32 lead at the break. LCU came out strong at the half to score the first 7 points of the second half. They then used a 13-2 run 9 minutes later to extend a 50-45 lead. Northwestern came back from a 79-73 deficit with a minute to play, after Brandon Woolley hit a pair of field goals and a free throw, pulling the Rangers within 2 points, down 80-78 with 19 seconds. After the Rangers were forced to foul, Lubbock came through on their free throws down the stretch, making the final 4 attempts. 4 Rangers, including 3 starters, found double digits. Brandon Dixon led the way with 22 points and 11 rebounds for his 8th double-double of the season. Brandon Brown scored 19 points, and Marshall Bell hit 4 of the Rangers' 7 three-pointers, scoring 14 points. Woolley finished with 11 points. Collectively, Northwestern was 41% on the afternoon, shooting 33% from 3 and hitting 13 of 17 free throws. Northwestern had the edge in rebounding, ripping down 41 rebounds to 30 boards from Lubbock. Northwestern will head to Shawnee, Oklahoma on Thursday for an 8 p.m. game against St. Gregory's University.
Thank you, Becky. Now let's take a look at upcoming events coming up on campus. Northwestern's Spring Blood Drive will be February 10th and 11th here on Alva campus.
Auditions for Northwestern's first top model fashion show will be held starting from 5 p.m. Thursday and Friday at the National Guard office in Fine Arts Building. Well, you guys, I'm glad to be back at school. You guys feel the same?
Yeah, I wish Christmas break would have lasted just a little bit longer, but...
Always.
How's your classes? Good.
Good.
Any hard ones?
No, easy all around.
I'm thinking about auditioning for the fashion show. Yeah, are you, Austin?
I doubt it.
No.
I don't think they'd have me.
All right, that'll do it for us today.
We will see you next time.